Namaste, dear friends. We'll wait just a few moments before we get started to let everybody sign on. Until then, feel free to begin a deep rooting and relaxation process. Get whatever you might need to make yourself comfortable. A nice cozy blanket, a cup of hot tea, anything you might need, some extra pillows maybe. And we'll just wait a couple of moments to let people sign on. Om. Hello, namaste. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. We're just waiting to allow people to sign on to the broadcast. In the meantime, feel free to make yourself real cozy and comfortable. Get yourself a blanket, maybe a hot beverage, anything you need to feel really good right now. Hi, Juliana. I see your message here. No, unfortunately, we're not yet meeting in person. There's too many regulations to follow at this time to be able to keep everybody safe. So for the time being, all of the ministry is offered online. And if you check the page here, this very same page, you will see all of the earlier services for the last 4, 5, 6 months or so. And there'll be a special Christmas service as well. Great. Let's go ahead and get started. Namaste. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining for this December's Unity Port Richey monthly chanting session. I know with the holidays, things can get very hectic for many of us, myself included. There's so many additional responsibilities that crop up. So much hustle and bustle, deadlines, lines and queues, and so many people out in the stores, and so much traffic and everything, and all of that coinciding with this time of the year that is so dark and the days are so short and you feel like you have less time to get all the things done. It can really create a sense of urgency and be very destabilizing for us. So tonight's chanting meditation is an offer to create deep relaxation within us. And that's all we're going to be doing. I think this will be a little bit of a shorter session compared with some of our previous sessions. And that's quite fitting with the theme of deep relaxation, since we won't be doing the same deep cleansing work that has been offered in some of the earlier sessions. So if there's anything you need before we get started, a cup of tea, some extra pillows, blankets, anything like that, feel free to grab them now. So tonight we'll be sharing a series of simple and really accessible chants so that we can put all of our focus just on feeling the energy and the movement and really becoming present in the now. We'll start, first we'll do our ohms to help bring us into the present moment. And then we'll start with our usual chanting to Ganesha, the elephant god and the remover of obstacles. But this particular chant, it's very, very short. It's just Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Only these two words. It means that we surrender completely to the light and the wisdom that removes all obstacles before us. We'll take a bit of a quicker cadence with that chant to get the energy moving, and then we'll be in a relaxed state for the rest of the session. Please enjoy. We begin with the sound of Om. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Sharanam, Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Sharanam, Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Sharanam, Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Sharanam, Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Sharanam 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 Ganesha Ganesha 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 Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam Jai Ganesh, 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 Jai Ma, Jai Ganesh, 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 Jai Ma, Jai Ganesh, 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 Jai Ma, Jai Ganesh, 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 Jai Ma. Wow, I feel a lot of energy from that. I hope you do too. I'm almost like a little bit dizzy. So that was the energetic introduction, and we're going to spend the next few chants relaxing and using that energy that's now swirling inside of us to help us relax deeply into the crevices where all the sticky black muck tends to hide. So our next chant is a real treat. I have a very seasonal connotation with this. We're going to sing the prayer of St. Francis. It's been popularized on the internet and through some popular music, and it's a beautiful prayer that I first heard at a chanting session like this right before Christmas when I was in India. And so I always think of this prayer as being part of the holiday season somehow. Interesting to note, the prayer of St. Francis is probably not written by St. Francis, because St. Francis lived around the turn of the century, from the 1100s to the 1200s, and this prayer dates back to somewhere around 1900. They haven't found any evidence that it's earlier than that, but it's still a beautiful sentiment and one that we can enjoy and sing to together. The words are in English. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there's despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Oh, Divine Father, may I not seek as much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it's in giving that we receive, and it's in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it's in dying that we are born into eternal life. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there's despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Oh, Divine Father, may I not seek as much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it's in giving that we receive, and it's in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it's in dying that we are born into eternal life. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there's despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Oh, Divine Father, may I not seek as much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it's in giving that we receive, and it's in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it's in dying that we are born into eternal life. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there's despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Oh, Divine Father, may I not seek as much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it's in giving that we receive, and it's in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it's in dying that we are born into eternal life. And it's in dying that we are born into eternal life. That song never fails to move me. With the darkness of this time of year, it felt very appropriate to call in the light, which is what we will do in our next chant. We will sing Asatoma, and I will quickly type out the words. We've done this in a number of previous sessions, but it's always nice to have them available. Just 3 lines, nice and easy, and a lot of repetition. The first line is Asatoma Sat Gamaya. The second line is Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya. And the third line, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. So this chant calls in the light and the wisdom and the clarity that connects us with the deep knowing within. And from that place, we can experience complete peace and relaxation. Om Asatoma Sat Gamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Sat Gamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Sat Gamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Sat Gamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Sat Gamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Oh, lead me to the truth, from darkness to the light. This body to eternal life. Oh, lead me to you. Om Shanti, Shanti Om. 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 Oh, lead me to the truth, from darkness to eternal light. This body to eternal life. Oh, lead me to you. Om Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Om Shanti. So beautiful. And to close things out for tonight, we'll sing a very chilled out version of Om Namah Shivaya, chanting to Shiva, the destroyer, that the Shiva energy and the Shiva consciousness may drive out and destroy any remaining ignorance and untruth that blocks us from the light. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Nam thank you so much for sharing this time together. I hope you feel as relaxed as I do. As you can see, I can hardly speak. If you have the available time and wish to relax further, I invite you to sit or lay down in Savasana for at least 10 minutes to continue to deepen the experience. And make sure that you drink plenty of water. This has been such a beautiful sharing. Thank you so much for joining. We hold these chanting sessions about every 3 weeks here at Unity Port Richey in Florida, United States. And I hope you'll join us again. Our next session will be sometime in January of the new year. If you feel so moved, please consider making a small love offering. There is a donation button available on the Unity Port Richey Facebook page. Your donations are so welcome and help to keep our spiritual community together during these crazy times. Once again, thank you so much for coming together to share. All my love to you. Namaste.